Africanized honeybees earned the nickname killer bees because they don't just defend their hives, they go on the offensive like a tiny airborne army. Disturb their nest, and they'll mobilize thousands of their friends to chase you down over long distances. This fierce, swarming attack behavior, far more intense than that of regular honeybees, makes them a formidable and sometimes deadly threat. Thus, the dramatic and well-deserved moniker. On May 26, 2016, 23-year-old Alex Bessler was fatally attacked by a swarm of bees while hiking in Usery Mountain Regional Park in Arizona. Bessler, originally from Louisiana, was hiking with his friend Sonia when the incident occurred. The swarm appeared suddenly, and while Sonia managed to reach the safety of a nearby restroom, Bessler was overtaken by the bees before he could find shelter. Park employees and another hiker attempted to rescue Bessler, but the aggressiveness of the bees prevented them from getting close. Eventually, Maricopa County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Alan Romer and 2 firefighters managed to transport him to a utility vehicle despite being pursued by the bees. Bessler was rushed to Desert Vista Hospital, where he was later pronounced dead. Medical reports indicated that he had been stung over 1,000 times. Owen Hart's death occurred on May 23, 1999, during the WWE and WWF Over the Edge pay-per-view event at the Kemper Arena in Kansas City, Missouri. Owen, performing as the Blue Blazer, was set to make a grand entrance from the rafters to the ring, a stunt designed to parody superhero entrances. The stunt involved Owen being lowered approximately 78 feet from the arena's ceiling using a quick-release harness and grapple line. The quick-release mechanism was intended to allow him to detach from the line and fall a short distance to the ring in a dramatic fashion. Unfortunately, something went terribly wrong. As Owen was being lowered, the quick-release mechanism either malfunctioned or was accidentally triggered, causing him to fall abruptly from the rafters. He fell chest first onto the top rope of the ring, close to one of the turnbuckles. The fall occurred while a pre-recorded promo video was playing for the live audience, so the cameras were not directly on Owen at the moment of his fall. However, the audience in the arena witnessed the horrific accident. Immediately after the fall, medical personnel rushed to the ring to provide aid. Owen was unconscious and critically injured. He was quickly transported to Truman Medical Center, where doctors attempted to revive him. Despite their efforts, Owen Hart was pronounced dead shortly after arrival. The official cause of death was later determined to be internal bleeding from blunt force trauma. The wrestling community was in shock, and fans were devastated by the sudden loss of such a beloved figure. The event continued after a brief delay, a decision that was met with significant criticism and controversy. The following night, WWF aired a tribute show, Raw is Owen, where wrestlers and friends shared their memories and paid respects to Owen Hart. The incident led to legal actions taken by Owen's widow, Martha Hart, who filed a lawsuit against WWF, the harness manufacturer, and others deemed responsible. The lawsuit was settled out of court for approximately $18 million. Martha used part of the settlement to establish the Owen Hart Foundation, which supports various educational and housing initiatives. Owen Hart's tragic death had a profound impact on the wrestling industry, leading to stricter safety protocols for stunts and performances to prevent such accidents from occurring in the future. His legacy continues to be honored by fans, family, and the wrestling community through the work of the Owen Hart Foundation and the memories of his contributions to the sport. Marvin Hajos was a man who loved exotic animals and wildlife more than anything. Over the years, he learned a lot about many different species, especially birds, and turned his home in Gainesville, Florida, into a sanctuary for these unique creatures. People knew him for his dedication to taking care of his animals, always making sure they were well looked after. His knowledge and passion for his collection of animals made him a respected figure among others who shared his interest in exotic wildlife. Hajos's fascination with animals started early in his life. He began collecting various exotic species, creating a home filled with animals that most people never get to see up close. One of the most notable animals he kept was the cassowary, a large, flightless bird from New Guinea, nearby islands, and northern Australia. Cassowaries are known for their striking looks and powerful claws, and they're often considered one of the most dangerous birds in the world. Marvin was very dedicated to his animals and made sure to follow all the rules for keeping them. In Florida, owning a cassowary requires a special permit because they can be dangerous. Hajos's attention to these regulations showed how seriously he took the responsibility of caring for such animals. However, on April 12, 2019, things took a tragic turn. Marvin was either feeding or interacting with one of his cassowaries when he fell. The bird attacked him with its sharp claws, causing severe injuries. Emergency services arrived quickly and rushed him to the hospital, but the injuries were too severe, and he died shortly after. Marvin Hajos's death showed just how risky it can be to keep dangerous exotic animals, even for those who are very experienced. After his passing, there were a lot of discussions about whether current regulations were enough and what safety measures needed to be in place for people who own such animals. Experts and authorities stressed the importance of proper training, secure enclosures, and being prepared for emergencies if you choose to keep dangerous wildlife.